Then second most important thing is this: know your customers. Customer profiling, we call it. You need to know who are all there, what they contribute to your business, what is the market share that particular segment they give to you, and what importance to be attributed to them. And in the feedback mechanism also, what are all to be improved based on this information. Let us say first and foremost thing for any sort of business is the corporate customers. Corporate customers, they buy in bulk. If an individual buys 2 mobiles, the corporate may buy 2,000 mobiles for their employees. So HNI, the second highest category is high net worth individuals customers. These HNI customers, there are only few, but they buy the most premium products from you, sometimes in bulk or sometimes the costless products. So they are called HNI. Most the banks, they believe in this because they suppose a customer puts about 1 crore, 2 crores and more than 5 crores in the bank. If the bank deals with that particular customer, is dealing with 5 crores business. The same thing, he may have to deal with 10,000 people. So that is all businesses, firms, they try to bank on this type of customers. Professionals, these lawyers, doctors, actors, you call, they are all professionals. They are also HNI customers. And that is the reason, whatever their requirements, you have to give a special attention to that. Then potential customers, the customers who are ready to buy your product, they have all the qualifications to buy your product, they have that want to buy your product, but they are going around, but they are not bought, but they are the ones potential, you can always catch them. So new customers, the potential customers ultimately turn into new customers. When the new customers come to you, yes, that is the right time for you to start in a right way. And then comes your repeat customers. If you make potential as your new customers, the new customers, you can also make them as your repeat customers. Repeat customers means they come repeatedly to your shop or just to get that. And loyal customers, they are loyal to you because they experienced the product, they experienced the services or ideas given by you, they are extremely happy to get those type of services. So they are the loyal ones. They are not going to go away from you for a minor difference in the fare, minor difference in the price, minor difference in the quality, but they will stick to you because they believe in you, they trust you. What is the difference between repeat customers and loyal customers? The repeat customers, they come to you because of certain conveniences. It is nearer to you, nearer to them, and it is convenient while coming all the way or going to the office, they can pick up this. That's one way. Or comparatively, they get good product from you or services from you. And they need not be with you. That is the difference between repeat. The moment they get something better, they will run away. That is the difference between repeat customers and loyal customers. Loyal customers are not going to leave you. Then comes your company advocates. Let me tell you, these company advocates, they are a higher level compared to your loyal customers. Loyal customers, sometimes they may talk about your product or may not talk. But company advocates, just at the drop of a hat, the moment any opportunity they get in any forum, talking to anybody, they talk about your product. They are the most vital and important people. They advertise, and further down, there are few more. Wandering customers, they just like, when you go to a mall, they'll be just going around. If at all something they may buy, but they have not come for that. Then impulse customers, when they are going around, when they see something, when that is very nice and attractive, beautiful, and novel item, that they require or not, they are the impulsive customers. So if the person who is giving a customer service, if he knows all these, yes, he can make a best impressions of these wandering and impulsive or potential customers and make them your new customers, make them repeat customers, make them loyal customers, make them your customer advocates. Then this discount customers, these are the ones who make a lot of research. They find out here, find out there, they will spend a lot of petrol here and there. But ultimately they buy something, but at least they get satisfied. I got it 5% less, but they will not calculate petrol or other expenses because they will be spoiling their mood. Senior citizens, this is also one type of customers, their requirements, their needs, one has to understand and keep them in mind. Then the physically challenged, these are the two types. Once they believe in you, yes, they are there with you because they trust you. And CAPs, let me tell you what is CAPs. CAPs are commercially important persons. Let us say the politicians in that area, maybe cinema actors in that area, maybe serial actors in that area, or maybe a very prominent doctor in that area, or a prominent person in that area. So they, if they go on any social gatherings, if they say, yes, that doctor is very good, brand. And if they go and say, this mobile is very good, and they mean, sometimes they need not tell also. The others, they will look at what mobile he is using. Then accordingly they will buy. They are the opinion makers. And like, take the example of Amitabh Bachchan. Any social gathering, if he talks about something or if he just handles some item in his hand, then goes viral. Everybody will start buying the other. So whatever in your area, you have to be aware of that CAPs and take care of them. And this is the one I want to talk to you. This is dissatisfied customers. Once the customers are dissatisfied, you have to be double, triple careful about these customers because they can ruin your business. If one dissatisfied customer goes out of your business, he can influence 100 others not to come to you. So the best way to deal with the dissatisfied customers is just to see how best you can satisfy them even at the cost of giving something. Like, let me tell you my experience, or most of us, we have experiences. In most of the restaurants, the moment he brings that, let us say that dosa, it is burnt. The moment you call that fellow and ask him why it's burnt, immediately he will say, excuse me, sir, I'm sorry. Like, I mean to say, like Savannah Bhavan, it happened to me also. Like, excuse me, sir, please don't touch that. I will take it back. I will give you the best one. I'm not going to charge you. These are the things, like, delegation of power given to that person who served that to you, that makes that customer be with you for a longer time. Of course, in the process of delegation of such things, okay, we all have apprehensions. If I give this authority, he may misuse. Okay, but this dissatisfied customer, to see that he is not dissatisfied at that level, at the floor level, number one. And the second thing, even if he just goes away from that, but you must make all efforts to see that the customer is made happy by doing anything. Take a bunch of flowers, or take double the quantity whatever he ordered and serve it at home, or do whatever. Then he will become your loyal customer and you will advocate the one day. Then internal customer. This is one customer. Most of the organizations, they do not give due value to that customer. that is internal customer, the employee of that concern organization. Unless you give importance to these customers, it's very, very difficult to give better customer service through these internal customers to the external customers.
If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, The Method Transformation. Thank you.